Hello. Do I have sound? Hello, hello, hello. Alright, I can't tell if there's sound or not, but man, I can't believe it. Oh, I got it. Good morning, 819S. Yesterday, live stream, no sound again, and I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I thought that I didn't check it, but I think I did. The thing is, on the GoPro Hero 13 with the media mod, you have an audio spectrum, like you have a little gauge to show how loud the volume is, but for some reason when you live stream the gauge disappears. So I think the mic was working prior to the live stream, and when I started live streaming it stopped working. Okay. It's 22 degrees. The weather is definitely starting to warm up. It's definitely becoming like summer-like. Humidity starting to pick up a little bit too. This road here is interesting. That's Obidin College. And then the grassy median in the center. Monorail. Maybe the GoPro can't see it from here, but the orange and white sign that's up there next to the traffic light or under the traffic light is a map that shows where the monorail is going to run, and it says like you are here on the map. So where the monorail ends right now will be extended. This road, they've been doing a lot of construction to get the road up and ready, but I think with COVID and with the shrinking population and with all the other economic things going on right now, I think the monorail project will slow down drastically if they'll even consider completing it. I think monorail's not necessarily required. There are already ways to get to Matsuda, so my experience riding the monorail itself too, I had to go to some stations way far out from Tachikawa, somewhere like that. Monorail's slow, it's expensive, but it has a cool view. You're riding up a little bit higher than everybody, so you can see everything above you. And when I ride on the streets that go under the monorail, I kind of like it. You're riding your motorcycle down on the street level and you look up and there's a train going overhead. It's kind of interesting. Different perspective, different view. Obidin University. I've been doing so much these days. I've been working so hard these days. I don't even remember what I talked about yesterday. I had a video, the first video with no sound, I kind of redid. I spoke about the same topic again the following day, but today I'm so tired. I can't even remember what I talked about yesterday. I think I'm probably just going to be quiet for the rest of the ride if I'm being honest. feel like I got a inkling that I was talking about what to do with my bikes, but I guess another thing just came up too. I got my tax paperwork in the mail for my motorcycles. So I have 3 Genskis. Genski in this case meaning 50cc scooters. The annual tax for my 50cc scooters is 2,000 yen. So that's 6,000 yen for the 3 bikes for the year. And then my CRF 250L, the tax was 3,800, 3,600, 3,800. So for the 4 bikes, I paid 10,000 yen. The old exchange rate, that was like $100. The new exchange rate, I don't know. I'm too tired to do the math in my head. $80 or something like that. $70 for the year for 4 bikes. It's really, really reasonable. I drive by this sweet shop all the time. It's a very old-fashioned or traditional looking building. They sell traditional Japanese sweets. I guess that place must be really good. I should try it one of these days. Yeah, and then I was thinking about what to do with my bikes. So my CRF 250 is obviously for myself, for fun rides, for long rides, for things like that, for touring. The Jerry, the tack that I'm on now, is for my commute, and it's a new bike. I bought it in December of last year as a brand new bike. That means, well, I bought it with a loan for 2 years, so that means I'm going to keep riding it for at least 2 years. I'm sure of that. My wife's bike, her new bike Sophie, is also a new bike. We bought it in March of this year. So again, we'll keep that one for 2 years, definitely. And then the third bike, Vivi, which is the bike that I typically use now on a rainy day, or I don't know, just to mix things up from time to time. That bike, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It has a carbon problem, a carbon buildup problem. The only way to properly clean it, to properly fix it, is to take the head off, take the top end off, and clean it up and replace anything that got maybe gouged or scratched or damaged from carbon. I think that kind of repair, for me, I would want to do for the fun of opening up the engine and doing the repair, not necessarily for resale value or something like that. Now I can ride the bike and it runs mostly fine. I don't really have too much problem with it. You can feel the power kind of weaken and strengthen from time to time, which is a little bizarre. And I carbon cleaner to try to clean out what it can, but you know, I'm skeptical that stuff works really well. And even with the carbon deposit cleaner for several months now, I still had the thing stall on me the other day from excessive carbon buildup. So I think it's running well now, and I could just sell it and make it somebody else's problem, or I can go through the time and effort and try to fix it properly. But I haven't decided what to do yet. I asked my coworker if he would be interested in it. It's pink now, and I don't think he wants to ride a pink bike. He rode it once just to go riding with us, because he doesn't have a bike right now. I told him I could take all the plastics off and repaint them any color that he wanted, and I'd try to get the best job I can done. But I think his concern is he has no place to park it, The apartment he lives at now, the rental place he lives at now, doesn't really have any space for a bicycle or for a scooter. So I think he would have to rent a parking space, like a car parking space, and I don't know if he really wants to spend that kind of money on it. I think if he rents a parking space for a car, he wants to put a car there, which is fair. I get it. And I told him too, I bought the bike for a really low price. We paid 76,000 yen for it from a dealer, which again at today's exchange rate is probably like 500 bucks. We did all the required regular maintenance to it. If I sell it to him, I didn't say this to him, I probably should have, but we'd go through, do another oil change, tire change, and make sure everything's kind of as tip-top as it can be. And I did tell him about the carbon problem. He knew about it. Told him, he might have to throw carbon cleaner in it if he wants to ride it. I suppose it's possible he was just using no parking space as an excuse because he didn't want to say no to me. But I feel like that dude's really fair and on the up and up usually, so I think if he just didn't want it, he would say, nah, I just don't want it. It's not what I'm looking for. But yeah, I had a few ideas for it. One is fix it. 2 is sell it. 3 is turn it into some kind of custom bike, like take all the plastics off of it and figure out what I want it to look like, and try to do some customization or modification to it. Again, at 500 bucks for the initial cost of the bike, I feel like I wouldn't really be losing anything if I end up doing a bad job. And if I don't do any extreme modifications, like any cutting or drilling or something like that, I can probably always throw it back into the original condition, right? Yeah. Right now things are going kind of slow for me. I need to, as tired and as busy as I am, I need to pick up the pace somehow. The pace that needs to be picked up is a little bit more of a prioritization thing, more than it is a actual effort or work thing. But if I can pick things up, I think what I'd really like to do is get another bike, and in that case the decision of what to do with the old pink bike is really clear and really easy. I just get rid of the old pink bike, kind of want, with a low budget, with no real money to spend, I kind of want a Grom or a small 125 like that. With a little bit of a bigger budget, want a bigger bike to go longer touring, slightly higher speeds, potentially slightly higher speeds. And when I say that, it's not for racing on the mountain roads, but for using the highway to go to places that I haven't been to yet, I want to go to Niigata, Yamagata, Moriakita, Hokkaido, something like that. You don't need a big bike to do it, but on a smaller bike you need more time, right? I even had this strange idea of buying the cheapest 1000cc bike that I can find on online. I did find a few Honda leader bikes, old Honda leader bikes for like $2,000, $3,000, and I was like, I wonder how bad the condition is. I can spend $2,000 on a Gram, or I can spend $2,000 on a 1980s Honda 1000cc bike. I kind of want the really big bike because I haven't ridden big bikes like that for so long. But I think the maintenance and care for a bigger bike's going to be a lot more expensive. Taxes will be a lot more expensive, but I don't know. I think it's still about 4,000, something like that. 4,000 yen per year for the tax for a leader bike. Could be wrong about that. I never owned one, or not in Japan. I never owned one, no. Only problem with buying one of those really cheap big bikes is most of them are really far away. I mean, like a 2-day trip, a 2-day road trip from here. Like the cheap bikes tend not to be in the big cities. I think that makes obvious sense. Big city has more people. More people with more people there's higher demand. Higher demand means higher prices, right? But if you go way out into the countryside, fewer people means less demand means lower prices, potentially. So, some of the bikes that I really want to buy are so far away from here that it would be hard to make the trip. Alright, well, I'm at my parking spot. Got a busy day of work today, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Ride safe.